Hey my godly boss ladies, I'm so excited to share my best work from home tips with you today. Hey there, my name's Emily Myrick from the blog marriedmyrick.com, and I'm so excited to share my best work from home tips with you today. Every Wednesday, I upload new videos for attainable homemaking for busy working women, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you want to learn more about how to become a godly homemaker and still follow your business goals and dreams. Okay guys, before I dive into these tips, I just want to share a little bit of background with you guys. I have worked from home for years and I love it. It is such a blessing to be able to work from your home. Now, I am not just a full-time blogger. I know a lot of you guys think that. I get a lot of questions about that, but I actually sell greenhouse supplies as my career job. And it is so much fun. I basically tell people I help farmers grow flowers. And under normal circumstances, I do travel quite a bit for work, but I also work out of my home office, which just gives me so much freedom, flexibility, and let's be real, there are some challenges too. So leave a comment below if you want to hear what are some downfalls from working from home, and maybe I can do a follow-up video on that too. So whether you have found yourself in a recent circumstance where you are working from home now full-time, or you have a new job, or you're just wanting to kind of try to figure out if you can be more productive as someone who works from home, because as you might know, if you work from home for many years like I do, there are definitely some challenges, boundary issues that working from home presents. But I honestly think the blessings will way outweigh the downfalls. So my tip number one for you guys is to set a morning routine. Okay, so as a avid night owl, guys, I love the nighttime. Like 9 p.m. I get a second wind and I get all kinds of creativity and just so much productivity happens for me between like 9 and midnight. But as a night owl person, I have come to realize that I really need to set a solid morning routine, because the problem is, guys, I would stay up late working or blogging or just, wasting time, let's be honest. I would just feel so stressed out in the mornings because I just would wake up feeling behind because I'm not waking up at like 6 a.m. and being productive before I get to work. So if you have a problem with just sort of like rolling out of bed and like emailing straight from your phone before your feet even hit the ground, honey, you need a morning routine. It's so important to set up a good, healthy morning routine that will help you to feel more productive and to not just get burnt out from working nonstop all day long. Because not only are you working at your career job, but you're also working for your homemaking as well. And here on this channel, I do share a lot of homemaking tips, and as you can tell, this is a new channel too, so I'll be sharing a lot more as time goes on. But I love homemaking and I love my job, but I just need to make sure that I am keeping a good balance between the two and also taking care of myself so that I can pour out all day long for my customers, for my family and ministry, all of that. Okay, so you know more about my morning routine if you watched this video all about how to set up a schedule as a godly boss lady. But I do want to share one quick thing that I have changed over the past 4 weeks. This is week 4, guys. Week 4 of me working out and sticking to my consistent schedule every single day of the week that I have set out for my schedule to work out. Guys, it is so great. I really am so excited to share this app with you guys because it is free. It is free, and the app is called FitOn, and it is a free workout app. It gives you videos. It curates a workout program for you guys. And there are so many different things that you can do within this app. You can actually use it with the gym, but you can also do workouts at home, which is what I love to do because it just saves so much time. And I can just get up first thing in the morning, work out, and then shower and be ready for my day. Now, I will just give a little warning to my Christian friends out there. Some of the videos, actually in most of the videos with the women, they are just wearing, they are not wearing a whole lot of clothing. So for my taste, I wish that they were wearing, you know, a little bit more modest clothing. However, I'm not just like staring at the video. I'm like watching them do the workout move, and then I'm going to do it. I'm working my butt off, and a lot of the women there are just so encouraging. But that's just something that I wanted to throw out there, that if that makes you uncomfortable, maybe there's other options that you can look into for working out from home as well. We gotta speed this along. Okay, number 2 is get dressed. Okay, honey, you do not need to put on a full face of makeup. Okay, this took me like 2 minutes, and this is basically just for YouTube. And if I am doing like FaceTime or video calls with customers or coworkers, then I might want to just look a little bit more put together than I do normally. But guys, I don't wear makeup every day, but I do get dressed, and it is so important to put on real people clothes. And here's the thing, if you do a morning routine and you incorporate working out into your morning routine, then you will want to put on real people clothes, because you'll be all sweaty, you need to take a shower, and then you can just put on your real clothes. And it's not like you have to wear anything fancy. I mean, this is fine, right? I mean, like, wow, Emily, the fashionista, it's fine. But I feel like I am put together. I feel like I'm going to work, and I'm going to be more productive because of it. No shade if you're going to wear your yoga pants at work from home, but I'm just saying I feel a lot more productive when I put some real people clothes on, and I know that that is a tip that a lot of top productivity experts share about. So hey, we better listen to them, right? Give it a try at least. Now, my third tip is to have a clean environment to do your work from. It needs to be organized, it needs to be clean. It does not need to be a fancy, super, you know, elaborate office or anything like that. But I do think it is so important to just have your stuff clean, organized, have a space for you to set out all of your stuff so that you have it available for you. I'm not saying that having a cute little office with a succulent on your desk like I have is going to make you more productive, but you need to have a clean, organized space where you can access what you need quickly and easily so that you feel like you are going to work. And guys, just a quick tip, at the end of every week, not necessarily every day, but the end of every week, I pack everything up and I put it away so that on the weekend, I feel like I am mentally leaving work and I don't just like have my work in my life 24/7. Because when you work from home, your office is part of your home. It kind of like, you know, it melds together, but you need to have that kind of separation. So I really like being able to pack it all up but that's also because I don't just use my office room as just my office. It is a highly trafficked room in our house. We don't have just a room where I can put my office in a nice little enclosed space where I can shut the door and leave. If you have that option, it works really well too. But if you have a smaller home, it's really important to be able to find a place to put all of your office supplies, your computer, all of that away so that, especially over the weekend, you can just mentally leave work for, a couple days until you have to come back Monday morning. Okay, tip number 4 is to use a block schedule system. Okay, guys, my business coach told me that I need to do this, and I finally am listening to him. Okay, you guys, so having a block schedule system doesn't have to be super complicated. I have just block scheduled out my life for the week, for the work week, where I have my morning routine scheduled in, my work hours scheduled in, I've got my lunch break, I've got when I'm cooking dinner, when I'm wrapping up all the cleaning for the end of the day, and my bedtime stretch and bedtime. So you need to make sure that you have all of those kind of elements into your block schedule system, but you don't have to just schedule it to the very minute, because there's going to be things that pop up, like non-emergency but urgent kind of things that pop up, and you want to be able to be flexible for that. Now, when you're working from home, if your job allows it, I do recommend to work in kind of time block periods. So tell yourself, okay, From 9 to 11, I'm answering emails. From 11 to noon, I'm calling back anybody who called me during that period of time when I'm working on my emails. Because if you're constantly getting interrupted, then you're not going to get your most productive work done. You need to be able to work deeply in whatever task that you're working on. If you are writing out one of your blast emails for your customers or something like that, you need to be working on that one project until it's done, and give yourself a time frame so that you can get it done quickly and you're not just procrastinating or wasting time on YouTube watching Emily Meyer here talk on and on and on. Okay guys, number 5 is probably my favorite tip. So it is to remember your why. Okay, why do you do the work that you do? I'm not just saying to pay the bills, okay? Because hopefully that you have a little bit more purpose in the job that you're doing than just money. Because especially if you're in sales like me, people totally catch on to that if they just think, Emily's here to just take my money and she doesn't actually care about me. Okay, so you need to remember what is your purpose. For me as a Christian, my first purpose is to glorify God in everything that I do. This work has eternal purpose because I am doing it for Him, not just myself, not just to provide for my family, although those are things that I'm also doing as well, but that is my first priority. And the thing that really gets me through the day, that really motivates me to complete my to-do list every day, is because I am doing this work for God, and so I want to do it excellently. The other thing is I love to serve people. Okay, people are my priority as well. I love to help solve their problems. I love to help them think of solutions on how to do things more efficiently and better for their business. And I love just being there for them and helping their businesses thrive. Remembering that I am making an impact on eternal souls is honestly, guys, like, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it is so life-giving to me because I am thinking, okay, the impact, the work that I'm doing now, I am an ambassador for Christ. I am representing Him, and I want to do it to the best of my ability while leaning on Him and His power and His Holy Spirit that lives in me. But I want to do that excellently, and I want to love and serve these people as Jesus would. Okay guys, the last tip number 6, get up and move. Get up and stretch. Guys, you cannot sit at a desk all day long. And even though I do recommend to, this was supposed to be in tip number 2, I think. I do recommend having a good chair and desk situation. It doesn't necessarily need to be a specific dedicated desk only to your job. If it is the kitchen table, just to make sure that you have a comfortable seating. I use a very not cute lumbar pillow to put in the small of my back so that I have good posture while I'm working and typing at the computer. But it's also very important to be able to get up from your computer and stretch, even if it's just 5 minutes, to look away from the computer. You need to do that throughout the day. I recommend looking at your block schedule and doing a little mini break in between each section of your moving from emails to calls to, a special project to writing out quotes, whatever it is, those are things that I do for my work. But schedule those little mini breaks. And the other thing is that FitOn app that I was telling you guys about that is absolutely free. You can set a reminder in the app to get up and move from your desk, and it will give you a short, under 5-minute stretch or a little mini workout that you can do while you're sitting at your desk, or just get up from your chair and stretch. It is so great, and it is so good to just motivate me throughout the day, because I think, okay, at 3 p.m. I'm going to get up and stretch. It's going to be great. I love it. And then it just powers me through that. And then I know, hey, I've only got 2 more hours left on the clock where I've got to really punch this thing out. And that is just kind of a timeline that I've set for myself. Now, going back to those challenges of working from home, 5 p.m. is not necessarily when you actually punch out if you work from home, usually, especially if you're a salaried position. But that is kind of my cutoff, so that I work extra hard to get done at a reasonable time so then I can make dinner and clean up for my house and go to bed at a decent time that night. But if I'm honest, there are definitely late nights when you work from home, and especially when you have busier seasons in your work. Okay guys, those are my best tips for working from home as a busy working woman. And I want to know what your tips are, so leave them in the comments below, because even though I've been working from home for years, I still have more to learn, and I want to know what you guys think. And if you are just working from home now for the first time in your life, let me know how it's going. I would love to cheer you on. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.